best chance of rain will actually come in the afternoon on Saturday. But the rain totals in the short term already have had as much as 10 inches of rain. We're expecting another 1 to 2, 3 inches. And then on Sunday, that's the day we'll need to really watch out, because that's, I think, the day that the transition to tropical storm, at least gusts, come our way. Heavy rainfall, 3 to 5 inches or more on Sunday, and that will linger until Memorial Day, and that's why we're expecting 4 to 8 inches of rain and the possibility of flooding. Okay.
Did you hear that right? 4 to 8 inches of rain. It's been raining every day, 2 to 3 times a day sometimes for the last week, 10 days. We hang the clothes out on the line, comes the rain. You can't spray nothing. Weeds just taking over the garden. We had a beautiful garden going on, and then we've been dealing with this, and it is troublesome. Probably the best crop of potatoes I've ever grown. They've been ready to dig for a few days now. Hadn't been able to get them. So you know what I'm gonna do? Something that I've never done before. I'm gonna dig wet taters. I marked all my rows because we got probably 6 different varieties here. First row is jellies. Boy, I'm impressed with this jelly variety. It's a yellow tater. Let's cut into it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at there. I already got butter built into it. Nice, real good flavor. But it's disease resistant. See how clean they are? Now we've had wet few days, last few days, and I was anticipating seeing some disease. These taters is really clean, they're really prolific. And that means they've made a lot of taters. I mean we've made a lot of taters. This is about 20 foot a row. I want you to look at the mess of taters we got right there. So I think this jelly variety is going to be the one I keep. Boy, it's hot out here. I'm sweating like a school teacher in September. Humidity is real high. It's going to rain probably in the next little bit. It's just muggy. But I want to show you these red taters. Now these red taters right here was grown in the next row over is them right there, them jellies was. Now this is the average red tater you get at your feed and seed store, your hardware store, you buy them in the bag. But look how inconsistent the sizing is on them. Got some big ones, got some little ones. These jellies are very consistent on the size of them. And they make a lot more of them. And they taste a lot better. So why would you want to grow that red tater when you can grow this here jelly tater? Did I say it was hot? This here is bluebells. Now you can tell they got blue markings on them right there. See there? But on the inside, it ain't a blue tater. It's a yellow tater. Not quite as yellow as the jellies, and they're not quite as consistent on size as the jelly is, but it's a good roasting tater. And I definitely grow them again. They didn't make quite as much. We probably got down a little bit further than we did before we got a big rounding tub full of them jellies. But I think Miss Hoss has been out here scratching around a little bit, so that might have had a, an effect on that. But a good roasting tater, a good bluebell, I'd grow them again. this is our digging fork right here. See the foot pad right there? You get down there deep, get them taters turned up. All metal handle, made in USA. If you're interested in this right here, check it for the link in the description. I growed one row of kind of some unique varieties I want to show you here. Now here is a tater called Jester. She's kind of red and white there, but the interesting thing is the inside of them. Look at there, they kind of got that red going on the inside. Now this doesn't make a real big tater, but it's a medium-sized one. Yield was okay. Be a good roasting tater or a potato for salads. Now here is one right here called Yukon Gold. Now this very easy could be your go-to tater. Yield was really good. It's a nice yellow tater on the inside. See there? And pretty good size, pretty uniform. It's a nice clean potato. Skin's nice and clean. Looks like it's pretty disease resistant. So the Yukon Gold definitely could be a go-to potato, you know, a staple. And then we have the unique Magic Molly. Now, if you hadn't ever grown a purple potato, you probably should. We don't grow a lot of them, but it's just something unique to grow. And if you got kids, they always love them. Make you some mashed taters out of that right there. Full of antioxidants. And you know what? These yielded really well. So I really like those. And last but not least, what are these?
Cheshire.
Cheshire. This is another medium potato. Classified as a salad potato or roasting potato. Look how yellow it is on the inside. Man, look good. Nice coloring to it. See there? Not a real big potato, but a good medium-sized potato. So there you have it. Every year we like to try something different, grow a few varieties we haven't grown before. But the takeaway this year would be the jellies, the bluebells, and the Magic Molly. That'd be my 3 favorite varieties I grew this year. Digging taters in wet weather. Get out there and get it done.